Python programming language, Python classes. Python method. Method is a way to execute code on an object, like calling a behavior from a class. For example, calling the start method on a car object will start the car. This means that it can deal with classes and objects to model the real world. Python class method is an abstract data type, ADT. Think of it like a blueprint for an object. A rocket made from referring to its blueprint is according to plan. For example, we would suggest thinking of a car. The class car contains properties like brand, model, color, fuel, and so. It also holds behavior like start, halt, drift, speed up, and turn. An object Toyota Corolla has these properties then. This is an object of the class car, and we may choose to call it Corolla. Python objects. Let's create a car class and an object called Corolla. Remember that you can use a class to create as many objects as you want. We can access its attributes using the dot operator in Python. Python method. A method is like a function, but it must be called on an object within a class. And to create it, you must put it inside a class. In our car class, we have 5 methods, but we haven't decided what to do yet. Let's call the drift method on Corolla as an example. Like a function, a method has a name, parameters, and a return statement. Here's an example of a method that takes a parameter and returns a value. __init__. If you've worked with object-oriented languages before, you're familiar with constructors. In Python, we use __init__ to initialize class attributes. Let's take a look at an example. Here, we use __init__ to initialize the attributes species and gender. Init is a magic method, which is why it has double underscores before and after it. Python self-parameter. Have you ever wondered why we use the self-parameter in Python methods? It's like the this keyword in Java. The self-parameter tells the interpreter to deal with the current object. The self-parameter tells the method to operate on the current object. This is the score for chemistry. This is the average score. You can also assign values directly to the attributes. This means you don't have to rely on arguments. It's important to note that self isn't a keyword. You can use any name instead, as long as it follows the rules for naming an identifier. And it can't be a reserved keyword. Python functions versus methods. Functions are generic, while methods are called on an object. This means that methods are associated with the object and can access and operate on the data within the class. For example, let's say we have a class called car with a method called start_engine. This method can access and alter the state of the object, such as turning the engine on. On the other hand, a function does not alter the state of an object when passed as an argument. This means that it cannot access or modify the data within the class. Python magic methods. Magic methods are special methods with double underscores before and after their name. Magic methods, also known as dunder methods, allow us to implement functionality that can't be represented as a normal method. For example, you may have used the __init__ Method to initialize an object. Some of the commonly used magic methods include these.